As we head back to school this year, education standards have become a significant political issue. The Common Core's state standards have Wisconsin officials divided even within their own parties. Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht has the story.
I want those standards to be set by people in the state of Wisconsin.
Governor Scott Walker says he wants no more of the Common Core.
That it's not about giving up on standards, it's about saying we want high standards, we just want them to be set by people in Wisconsin, not by people coming from Washington or anywhere else.
The Common Core state standards show what children should know at each grade level. National education groups created the English and math standards to improve student test scores. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction started using Common Core in 2010.
Local school boards decide whether they're going to be part of this or not.
State Superintendent Tony Evers says almost all public school districts in Wisconsin have since adopted the Common Core.
I think the issue is more of one of politics and of substance. No one person has come to me and say, you know, this standard on page 34 is really a bad standard.
I'm not completely saying that Common Core is bad. What I'm saying is that we can do better.
State Senator Leah Vukmir says she's come up with a plan to make standards with more local control.
It's creating a process. It is an open process that allows for input from the public. It does not have legislators on the actual committees. It has educators and experts in standards, and it, we believe, is the best way to move forward for Wisconsin.
The Republican from Wauwatosa proposed that bill to repeal Common Core in March. It failed in committee. She says she'll try again next year. But her Republican colleague, Senator Luther Olson of Ripon, says he's not giving her support.
These standards are basic standards. So even if you come up with new standards, they're going to be the same stuff because, you know, teaching kids how to add and subtract numbers, you know, up to 3 digits at a certain grade. That no matter what standards you have, whether you call them a Common Core or Wisconsin can do better standards or whatever, they're always going to have that in there. Otherwise, what in the world are you teaching kids?
Democratic State Senator Dave Hansen agrees with Olson. He says the move to repeal Common Core is political.
It's not perfect, and it's not mandatory for the school districts. They can do more, or they can accept it or not. So I don't know, making it a political deal when a lot of school districts have invested a lot of money, of their own money, in the Common Core, and now all of a sudden in July of a political year you say you're against it before you were for it.
Evers agrees that changing standards is a waste of taxpayer money.
Fiscal Bureau said there's $25 million across the state that has been used by 424 school districts to implement these. That would be down the tubes. It's a distraction.
But Governor Walker has another view.
If they've wisely spent money on improving their education, they'll be fine. There'll be no problems whatsoever. If they've only been spending money on teaching to a specific test, which defies the whole purpose of having higher standards to begin with, then they'll be in trouble.
The Green Bay Area Public School District says it spent up to $3 million developing new curriculum and preparing new standardized tests. But administrators say they will continue to roll with whatever changes come out.
If there was a change at the state level in the standards, then new assessments would have to be developed to meet those standards. They would have to look at how things currently map.
Whether legislation to repeal Common Core will be introduced in January remains to be seen, and many say it hinges on the results of the November election. In Madison, Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
Tomorrow we will look at big changes for standardized tests, what your children might be taking this year, and how the tests are connected to the Common Core. That's tomorrow night on Fox 11 News at 5.